In the next section of our catechism, questions 20 through 33, we're going to spend some time talking about the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments were the 10 first and most important commandments God gave His people to follow and obey. Looking at these 10 Commandments, we can divide them into two groups. We call these the two tables of the law. Table is just short for tablet, which were the stones onto which God wrote the commands. On the first table of the law, we group the first 4 commands. And on the second table of the law, we put the last 6 commands. We'll learn more about these two tables of the law later, but for now let's ask question number 20. What do the first 4 commandments teach? And the answer, to love God with all my heart. As we learned, the first 4 commandments make up the first table of the law, and we can find them in the book of Exodus, chapter 20. They are, "You shall have no other God before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image. You shall not bow down to them or serve them. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." These 4 commands can be put together into one super commandment, which we call the first great commandment. Jesus tells us this first great commandment in the book of Matthew, chapter 22. Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment." God wants us to love Him with all our hearts. The first 4 commandments are ways God wants us to love Him. Serving Him as our only God, not making idols, honoring His name, and resting to remember how He saved us are all ways God commands us to love Him with all our hearts. So let's look at question 20 one more time. What do the first 4 commandments teach? And the answer, to love God with all my heart.